Hey everybody, I'm Tom Bassel. Welcome to Week in Review, where we talk about all the videos we did over the past week. Although this week I'm going to be talking about videos I did over the past 2 weeks, and we'll tell you what we think about the different things. And then if you want to see more of these, we'll have links in the description below. Here we go.
Hey everybody, I'm Z Garcia. Here's what I did last week. So I reviewed a bunch of the Marvel Zombies extra boxes of stuff, and I have the scores in there, so I'm not going to break it down. But you've got Hydra baddies in there, you've got the Fantastic Four, you got some big Sentinels. If you want to check out everything that was above and beyond the 2 core boxes and the stretch goals box, all the other boxes, then check out that video. I also reviewed Daybreak, which I give an 8 out of 10 to. This is the latest from Matt Leacock, the pandemic designer. It's a cooperative game in which you are trying to reach drawdown, i.e. you are trying to have no carbon emissions that you cannot take care of. Very tough game, very interesting, and it has a fantastic card-driven system in it in which you are playing cards. You can use those abilities on those cards, or you can tuck them behind other cards and just use the little tags at the top to beef things up. Very interesting. I have a couple of issues with it, which is why I came in at an 8, but I do enjoy the game. The other game I reviewed was Faraway, which I give an 8.5 out of 10 to. This is a small card game in which you are very simply drafting cards and playing 8 rounds, playing 1 card each of those rounds. But once you're done, you're going to take all the cards, flip them face down, and score the whole thing backwards. Meaning the last card you played is the first one that will be face up and the only one that you can check for reference points and other symbols. Does that make sense? No? Watch the review because it's kind of weird to explain. So it's a hard one to grasp. The game is wonderful, looks great, plays quickly, and gives you a nice amount of things to think about. And, you know, just real punchy. Tom even said in his part of the review that he's never sat down to play this one and played it just once. It's that quick and that engaging. So I really, really like Faraway. And that's it for me, folks. I'll see you on the next one.
It is Tom time. Psych, it's your old pal Chris. Hey, I took a look at 2 games this week. The first of which was Stonespine Architects. Very simple card drafting game, really quick, very breezy. Almost feels like it has too many little scoring rules going on, but it never gets too carried away with itself. I find it to be very satisfying, an 8 out of 10. And then Pirates of Maracaibo, an 8.5 out of 10, seal of excellence for this game that takes a lot of the ideas from the original Maracaibo, but turns it into a game that I find more interesting because it's less mathematical and you can play it a little bit more by feel. I like getting the treasure, burying the treasure, but there's a lot of combos and a lot of simple rules that add up to a very rewarding game. So that has been my week.
Hey everybody, I'm Joey Evans, and here's a couple of games I reviewed this week. First off, I did Sleeping Gods Distant Skies. This is, of course, the new Sleeping Gods game. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. It is still a solo or 2-player game, kind of RPG style. I did like the combat in there. That was probably my favorite part, and I gave this an 8. I also did Ice Cool Wizards, and that's a new Ice Cool. It's a smaller Ice Cool. It hits a table quicker, and it's a little bit different. It's more about collecting kind of exams and trying to figure out, you're a wizard pretty much, and you're trying to pass those exams and pick up cards as you flip through there. I enjoyed this as well, and I gave it an 8 because it does come out so quick. Doesn't replace Ice Cool, but it comes out quicker than that. So those are the 2 games I reviewed this week.
Hi, I'm Wendy Ye, and I have 2 reviews coming at you this week. So the first one is Stonespine Architects. I gave this a 7. And this is a good weeknight game. It's short and sweet, and yet it has some good strategy to it. It is lucky in the sense that you know, whatever cards come out, and they may not fit the objectives you're trying to meet, but it's got a lot of objectives. It's got a lot of different ways to get points, and you're trying to work on all of them a little bit and then focus in on some. So I think that it's fun. I enjoy always making little grids and tableaus of stuff, and so this one's great. The next one is Pirates of Maracaibo. This one I gave an 8.5 to, and I really, really enjoyed this. So I've not played the original Maracaibo. I've only played Pirates, but I love the way that the board in front of you is just made out of cards, and so that can change every single game, and it feels like it has the meat of a heavier game, but it is more of that midweight Euro. And so I enjoy the choices. I enjoy the engine building. So much fun. And there's just really good things. So anyways, that's what I reviewed this week. And let's go ahead and see who's next.
All right, a real good week of gaming here for me. I took a look at 2 different games. First up was Santa's Workshop, which I came in at 8 for. I really enjoyed this game, even outside of a Christmas game. First of all, there's not that many good Christmas games that I find that I really get excited about bringing out for the holidays. This one is a really good niche fit for that. But also aside of that, I enjoy the contract fulfillment of it. You're trying to be the best elf possible by going out and collecting resources, sending your 3 different elves and workers out to collect resources to fulfill contracts of toys. At the end, whoever has the most contracts fulfilled and points is the winner. It also has a family mode in it for those in your group or in your family who aren't necessarily gamers or younger kids. So I really like the scope of this game, what it's doing, and the gameplay. Santa's Workshop was an 8 for me. Also took a look at a cooperative game. This is going to be Daybreak. Came in at 8.5. An excellent, excellent game. It is one of the 2 designers of it is Matt Leacock, who also did Pandemic, but it does not feel like Pandemic. I enjoyed the flexibility of this game in the difficulty scaling. I enjoyed the multi-use cards in it, as well as the engine building. As you're building up these 5 different columns of cards to trigger, you're trying to decide if you're using the cards to boost that action and use it for their symbols, or if you're actually changing what that column does. So there's a lot of evolution in your tableau as you're going through it. So a great cooperative game. I thought it was excellent, and I just can't stop thinking about it. I really want to get it to the table again and again. So Daybreak was an 8.5 for me. That's it. Let's keep going.
Okay, a couple weeks ago I did our most played games on the cruise. So if you want to see how many times we played various games on there, which games got checked out the most, I find that to be pretty interesting. I also did my top 10 anticipated games of 2024 with the little information we have. Me and the kids reviewed Time's Up Family Edition. Great game. This one's a 9 for me. Really, really like this game. It's using objects instead of the other ones, but it's one of the best party games ever made. Then we also posted some stuff from the cruise. We posted a couple of the game shows we did there, including the top 5 games that should be in the Dice Tower library. This week, we played Wormspan live at the very beginning of the week. We also did a live play of Doomguard. I reviewed Among Cultists, this one here, a social deduction game with a board, a lot of different things going on in it. I like this one. I feel like it gives focus to the genre, a 7.5. Santa's Workshop, this one here, is a reprint of an early game from Rio Grande with much better components, nice worker placement style game about getting presents to kids, an 8 out of 10. Stonespine Architects, this one here, for me, a solid 7.5, a lot of fun. Building a little grid of cards in front of you. I enjoy that one, a nice kind of filler style game. Faraway, this is a game I played with Z. I give this one an 8 out of 10. Very enjoyable, just drafting cards, another kind of filler type game that I found to be fun. Now, why I'm saying these games are fun, I did do a video of 6 games that aren't fun, so you can check that out. It includes Zoo Tycoon if you're interested. And then I did 7 other game reviews. I'm looking over here at the side of them that to be reviewed. And then Sleeping Gods, Distant Skies. This is the sequel to Sleeping Gods, an 8.5. There's going to be a lot of comparisons to the first one in it, Sleeping Gods. I like the first one slightly more, but they're so close and there's so many differences between them. You'll have to watch the review to learn more about that. And we also did our RPG. We did another episode of that this week. So check it all out here on the Dice Tower channel. I'm Tom Vassell. We'll see you next time on Week in Review.